Welcome back to the show. We are very excited to welcome Victor Hernandez to the show because Fox and Co., which is his brand new business, is a sponsor of the Ann Harder Show. We are
Yeah.
so excited. Thank you. I'm thrilled. This is because it's food.
Yeah.
It's
Food makes
ba-
everything better.
baked goods.
Yeah.
So it's just even better. Oh, Victor, it's just a delight to get to meet you and to welcome you here to the show. So you are from the Waco area.
Mostly, yeah. So I wasn't born here, but I've been here since I was 13 consistently. And so I've been here the majority of my life. Yeah.
Okay, so where'd you go to school here?
University.
Oh,
Old
university.
old university.
Old university before they
Yeah.
tore it
Before
down.
they
I
tore it
remember
down and
that.
built the new
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask your age, but I knew a lot of folks that were at university,
Mhm.
back in the day. But university now, though, has got such an outstanding culinary arts.
Yeah, which they didn't have when I was there, and I'm jealous about it.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to start earlier, but yeah, they've got a really great program out there. I've done some events where they brought students out to the event, and they had their own like table with stuff that they've made, and it's really impressive the things that they're doing. Because I didn't learn some of that stuff until in my late 20s.
Right, right. You were okay. So this is what first we want to talk about Fox and Co. Let's
Sure.
go ahead and get. So this is your new business. I
Hmm.
say new about a year or so ago. How long?
No, I started in June, beginning of June.
Okay. When this show started,
Yeah,
so
it's
we're
very
about the
new.
same age.
Uh-huh.
I got it. That's good. So
Yeah.
that's exciting. But you've been here in the Waco area, obviously working.
Hmm.
Most recently for
For
DeCampli's
Decamplies,
Restaurante.
as culinary director there for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
A lot of developing menus and making sure things are working right, and wine dinners and things like that. It was really fun. So I got there when they started La Bottega, the second restaurant,
Hmm.
worked through that process, and then
Yeah. I was sorry
was
that
also there.
didn't work.
Same. Yeah, it was a
I
great
was,
concept. It just,
yeah,
you
there.
know,
I tell you what, ate there once. Took our granddaughters. We had pizza, but that I think was the best Caesar salad
yeah.
I have ever had. It. I don't know what. I don't know if I was just especially hungry that day or what, but I thought this is outstanding. It was really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to credit you with that.
Well, I wasn't there when they made the salad dressing, because that actually
Okay.
came from DeCampli's over to La Bottega. But the
Okay.
difference is that they make it from scratch,
Oh yeah.
which is
Well,
nice.
anyway, it's
Yeah.
great. And Massimo, he was on
Yeah.
this show many years ago when they first started to Camp
Yeah.
Please. So
2020.
yeah, right. Got to hear his story
Hmm.
and his love story. Anyway, we digress.
Yeah. That's okay.
So we're going to back up a little more and a little thing called Magnolia.
Magnolia. Yeah. I was at Magnolia for 7.5 years. Started out when I first got the job there. All I did for weeks was pull things out of the oven and put them back in. And so,
Somebody's got to do it.
really, yeah, really started from the bottom there, and then worked my way up to managing the bakery, and then from there managed the commercial kitchen for a couple of years, and then the last 4 years roundabout, I was managing the food R&D team, so helping to create recipes for menus and restaurants and blogs and whatever else that they
And
needed,
even her show.
and the show sometimes.
I
Yeah,
saw that. I tell you what, her cooking show, we're talking
yeah,
about Joanna Gaines. My mother, God rest her soul, she loved watching that
yeah,
show. I'd have her at my home, and she didn't have access to the Magnolia show on her television, but she always had to
yeah.
watch, see what Joanna was cooking.
Yeah. Oh, because she makes the food that comes out of there is really, really good and super like comforting and feels like home.
Right. What those recipes?
When they needed my help, I would help
Hmm.
to develop some of those things, or even the team and I would prep some of the food behind the scenes that ends up on the camera, because you have to make
Oh yeah, everything
57.
has to be chopped
Yeah.
up in the little bowls and all that kind
Yeah,
of
so
stuff.
she's
And those,
cooking, but like you have to throw that pot to the side and get the already cooked one, and
oh yeah, no, many hands
yeah.
making that magic television
Yeah,
thing
so behind
happen.
the scenes and some of those things I would help out. Not all the
Yeah.
time, but sometimes, and it was really, really fun. Lots of really great opportunities um, came out of that, so that was fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, and of course, that you say that they are the ones that kind of helped make a dream of yours come true.
they did. Yeah, it was really great. So I um, wasn't always in food. there was a time when I first got out of high school, went to culinary, and then in culinary decided this isn't for me.
Oh, okay.
I don't. It's too much. We didn't get to eat the food in class. It was boring. So then did graphic design, did some other stuff,
Yeah.
and then when I started working at the bakery, moved up from there. I think 2019 we had a Christmas party, and Chip and Jo asked everyone in the company if anyone had any dreams or anything they wanted to do, and they don't share this kind of information themselves.
No,
They
they're
should.
very private about
Yeah.
their philanthropic
Yeah, but
type
it
work.
was really nice. The Christmas party. They asked everyone if they had dreams. I said that I wanted to go back to culinary because I was already helping some with the food.
Sure. Yeah.
Just kind of secondary to my official role in the commercial kitchen. And so they would ask me to help sometimes. And then I said I wanted to go to culinary, but I didn't want to be in debt. And so at that Christmas party, they called me and a bunch of other people on stage. They gave me a check for $20,000 and they paid for my school.
Victor, really?
Yeah, it was great. So
Yeah.
that December, we had that Christmas party. I got the check. By January, I was enrolled. And then I was in class through COVID.
I was going to say the
Yeah.
world shut down
The world shut down.
right
It was-
about the time you were ready to
yeah.
start class.
And it was culinary school online. I did a lot of
Yeah.
cooking at home.
That's well, okay. I mean, but you got to figure it out in your own kitchen.
Yeah.
That's true.
And it was fun. I loved it. So I'm a chef now.
Oh, you are a chef, and of course from that training, then
Yeah.
qualified you obviously
Yeah.
to do some of the other things you do. But you particularly like baked
I love to bake. Yeah,
the pastries.
I'm good at it. And I'm biased, obviously. But yeah, no, I really love to bake because I think with baking, like with cooking, you can do a lot of things, but with baking, you get to be so much more creative because there are techniques that they're doing in other parts of the world. I like to say this sometimes that and I'm sure I'm not the only one, but every culture in the world has a version of fried bread and it's all different.
Really?
And so you take these techniques from
I mean,
these
I
people.
guess around here we call it donuts.
It's a
right?
donut, yeah. They've got like the bear claws and all the other things.
Yeah.
Or even like Nightlight has the fried croissant
Right,
situation.
the flaky pastry, that's a
Yeah.
different thing, but it is fried.
Yeah, it's fried. So every culture has some version of fried bread. They all do it different. And so when you get into baking, it's a lot of taking from one culture and then another, and then you put it together to make something new. It's very, very fun. And I just enjoy eating it. So that also helps.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
none of this not getting to taste test.
Yeah.
Like in class. I think it's interesting too, all the new ways people are using flavors
Yeah.
and herbs and lavender and things like that. Let's
Yeah.
talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, floral and herbaceous flavors are they're commonly used in other cultures. I think it's newer for us because we have had our staples in food since the 50s and 60s when people were doing, the big Thanksgiving meals and the family meals and the Sunday meals and all that stuff. And so we have flavors that are specific to like the fall. Like we don't bring out the clove until fall time.
Right.
Typically.
Those heavy spices you think
Yeah.
about.
But in
fall.
other parts of the world, they use it all the time.
Sure.
And so when you take the things that they normally would use year round and you introduce it with the stuff that we're familiar with, it makes a world of difference. And it's so much fun to try new things. And so, yeah, people are experimenting now. Food culture is such a big deal over the last 5 or 6 years, especially on the internet. And so it's been fun to be a part of, creating new things like that.
Yeah, I love the term you see a lot. Elevate. You're going to elevate
Yeah,
the flavor.
elevate
So
it.
what does elevate?
So
mean
that's
to
where
you?
you take something that is really familiar,
Uh-huh.
like you would for your comfort food.
Right.
We have a Sunday roast or whatever
Yeah.
your particular family does, and then you take that and then you throw in something that makes it just a little bit more special or a little bit different or a little bit less like what you're familiar with, but it still feels in the core like what you know and what you love.
Right.
And so you take, like for instance, my coffee cake,
Okay.
which I brought one for you to try.
I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
I'm going to try. I'm going to set it up right here so folks
Yeah.
can see.
A coffee cake is another one of those things. Everyone has a coffee cake.
Yeah.
Everyone does coffee cake. In the
And I
bakery.
love my coffee too.
Yeah, and it's so good with coffee. But what I did was I took something that we're all familiar with, and then what I did was I threw in the flavors of a Mexican classic coffee called the Café de Olla.
Mm-hmm.
And so it has more spice than you would normally see in a coffee cake, because coffee cake normally is cinnamon butter.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this one has, instead of regular brown sugar, we used a Mexican sugar called piloncillo, which is a little bit more like a more molassesy. The flavor's not quite the same as our brown sugar. And then it has a little bit of clove in there. It has some star anise, which is not a common seasoning
Oh,
for
I
us.
love that flavor.
Yeah, it's a
That's
little
kind of
licoricey.
sort of a licoricey,
Yeah.
and some people not so much on licorice, but I love it.
Yeah. So that's all in there.
Gosh.
So when you
okay.
have it with your coffee, it elevates the coffee experience, makes it feel a little bit more special.
Well, as you see, Fox and Co. Bakery, and we're going to take a quick break. But when we come back, I'm going to sample this fabulous. And we're going to talk about, you've got a gluten-free option. You've got cookies. You've got a variety of treats. A lemon poppy seed cake, I understand, is to die for.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk more with Victor Hernandez about Fox and Co. after this. Stay with us.
Finding a sleep sack that my baby likes has been a struggle.
The sleep sack from Joy is a major upgrade.
It is all natural eucalyptus, which is breathable and hypoallergenic.
Looking for a bakery that's as clever as it is delicious? At Fox & Co. Bakery, we specialize in decadent mini cakes, cookies worth writing home about, buttery pastries, gluten-free delights, and custom catering. Find us Saturdays at local markets, serving up style, flavor, and just a touch of foxy mischief. Can't wait till then? Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, or visit foxandcobakery.com to see what's fresh. Fox & Co. Bakery, we bake foxy things.
Overwhelmed by your inbox? Clean Email is here to help. Organize, clean, and manage your emails with powerful automation tools. Say goodbye to spam and clutter and enjoy a stress-free inbox. Try Clean Email today at cleanemail.com.
What if you could clean? With bio-based formulas and deep cleaning enzymes. No dyes, phthalates, or mystery ingredients. Just powerful pods for your dishes and laundry. Now you can, with drops made clean, made to clean.
Welcome back. I am here with Victor Hernandez of Fox & Co. Bakery, and I loved your website because you had such amazing stuff on. Are you the wordsmith that wrote all this?
Me and my good friend ChatGPT, yeah.
Well, let me tell you, Fox & Co. isn't just a bakery. It's a living archive of flavor and feeling, a collection of edible vignettes wrapped in parchment and shadow. You will find flaky croissants paired with handcrafted cakes, sweets laced with memory, and an ever-present wink from our dapper Fox Muse. There he is. I love it. I love it. I mean, I'm reading this going, oh, wow, I can't wait to meet Victor. So you also help people plan events, if you will, like catering.
Yeah.
So what kinds of things are you catering?
Well, so it just depends. We do a lot of breakfast things. A few weeks ago, I did a baby shower where somebody wanted some gluten-free quiches, which is not a common thing. They love those, so those were good.
Yeah.
But we also do cooking classes periodically where I'll go to an event or a party and essentially teach a recipe. I bring, what do you call them? I just lost the word. Bring a bunch of electric skillets.
Okay.
And then we walk through a recipe together. We taste it together, and
that's
it's
neat.
really, really fun. I did
Yeah,
one
and these kitchens anymore have got these gigantic
huge
islands,
counters. Yeah.
and countertops, so plenty of
Yeah.
space.
So we
What
crowd,
a fun
everyone crowds
idea
around
for
and
a
we
party.
cook a meal. We've done a few where we've done like burgers and onion rings and beer cheese sauce. And we also did one for a corporate event at Neighborly for a small group from there, where we did gnocchi 3 ways with 3 different sauces, turned into a competition.
Oh.
That was really, really fun. And then I've been also teaching a few cooking type classes at some local schools. I did one at Robinson. There's a small private school I'll be doing one at in the next month. So it just depends on what people want.
Yeah.
We can make a custom menu for it, and then it's a fun time.
I think that's great. And I know Waco ISD and their new fabulous high school.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I understand their culinary arts area, which of course I went to that school 1,000 years ago, but you know, there was, there was home ec, but
Yeah.
I mean, there was not what these high school students are getting to do. And they say the new Waco High, it just will blow your mind.
Yeah, I've driven by it. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
But-
really good.
And what a great opportunity for these young people to get to see, this is what, I could have a living.
Yeah, well,
doing
and
this.
beyond that, cooking, especially for young people, you can make a good living it, but it's such a great life skill
Yeah.
to be able to feed
Everybody
yourself.
eats.
Yeah, everybody eats, and everyone should be able to eat well.
Yeah.
And eat healthy and
Healthy,
eat
right.
what you like, and it's because cooking is become such a deeply rooted tradition in families that frankly a lot of that has been dying away with older generations.
Yeah.
There was a gap period where people just weren't cooking anymore. And
Well,
so
we were driving through.
we're driving,
and everybody was getting huge.
it was easier and whatever.
Yeah.
But now we're moving into a phase with food culture online and on Instagram that people want to be able to make their own food, and it's been really good for us.
Less expensive.
Yeah.
In many ways, that's
Yeah.
that's advised. But it takes education. A lot of people just don't know, how to make those choices in the grocery store and all those kind of
Yeah,
things.
or even what
It's-
to do with it when you get it home.
Right,
Yeah.
when you get it home. That's a neat thing though that you're doing though, providing these experiences
Yeah.
for folks through Fox and Co. And but you've got all kinds of wonderful treats. I got my spork here.
Yeah, I brought a couple of those.
You brought it. You brought a spork for me because I've got to try this. So be prepared to talk
Sure.
while I'm eating. But it's beautiful. I mean, you've got it with a little part of it with the powdered sugar, and so you say there's like different kind of ingredients than what we normally are used to here.
Yeah, and especially in the filling, you'll get some of the star anise and some of the
I do.
clove. Yeah, it's very prominent, very forward, that flavor. Because when you, again, drink it with your coffee and you've got that flavor in your mouth, it elevates the coffee. Whatever coffee you're drinking, it's going to be a little bit better.
The cheapest I can find, but
Yeah,
I
but
make my own coffee.
you'll
but-
elevate it with that spice in there.
oh my goodness, this is so good.
I'm glad you like
And
it.
and your prices are very reasonable.
Yeah.
And so you can go online and order. So tell them how to do that while I
Yeah,
get
so
on the
we
bike.
have a website, Fox and Co Bakery, foxandcobakery.com, and on there is a menu. We do Saturday pickups, and we have a market every Saturday, either out of my home, or we will do the Woodway or Eastside Market. Lorena Market coming up, we'll be at, and all of our events are listed on the website as well.
you have a listing of several different things that you're going to be available at. I'm going to pick this one up so folks can see this one. This is a chocolate,
Yes,
and this is the gluten-free.
so vegan.
Right. Donna, she's particularly the gluten-free. I mean,
Yeah.
the dairy-free, not so much, but she would love this. So when they're in town,
Yeah, send her our way.
I'll be getting a treat for Kendall. Yeah. This is so much fun. Nothing like taste testing, right here on the show. But I just wish I had my cup of coffee. So this is going home with me, if you don't mind.
No.
I'm no Indian giver here. But you have several other things. A lemon Liz. Is that the poppy seed?
The lemon Liz is the poppy seed cake. It has a tart lemon glaze, and then I also slice and candy lemons, and those go on top as a decoration. But they're edible. They're so good too. Yeah.
Love lemon. My son loves that. The dulce de olla.
Yeah, that's the coffee cake.
That's the coffee cake.
The dulce
Okay.
de olla.
And the faux coconut.
Faux nut chocolate cake. Yeah, and
Chocolate.
it's the coconut comes from the buttercream. Again, because it's vegan, instead of heavy cream or milk or anything like that, we're using coconut oil and coconut cream to make the buttercream. So there's the coconut in it.
It is a great array. Also, you do cookies.
I do
understand.
cookies, yeah. So I have, well, we were doing a gluten-free cookie that has caramel inside of it. Dulce de leche. It's a milk caramel, Mexican milk caramel. Gluten-free shortbread. But the one that we sell the most of is a peanut butter thumbprint cookie that has strawberry jam in it.
Gosh.
And people love that cookie because it's very nostalgic.
Oh, that just sounds so delicious.
Yeah.
Well, you've had a wonderful career so far.
Yeah.
Up to now, and to start this new bakery, and so folks can come and pick it up at your home. Is
Either
that-
at my home or at a market on Saturdays, but
all
every
right.
Saturday.
So every Saturday. So the one in where's the one in Woodway or Lorena?
So the Woodway Market is at the Arboretum in Woodway.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't
that's-
even think I knew about that.
I didn't either until I started going to it.
Okay, well, good. Well,
But
I'm glad to know about
that's
that.
once a month on the third Sunday of the month.
Okay, it's a Sunday. All right, in
And
the
then
morning.
Eastside Market is the third Saturday of the month, so the day before.
Okay.
Woodway, and that's downtown. And then the Lorena Market is at the First Baptist, I think, in Woodway.
Right. At first.
I'm sorry, First Baptist Lorena.
First Baptist Lorena. I did see that. So, well, that's my neck of the woods. So I was just thrilled to learn all this. Anyway, this is this is great because you do say, and it's true that every product is crafted to bring comfort, joy, and a sense of home.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the whole theme that I'm sure you got from working
Yeah.
at Magnolia. I mean, that home is really kind of what their vibe is.
Yeah, they really drilled that into us when,
Yeah,
when
really?
you're working there. Yeah, the importance of because it's the whole brand. It's the importance of
Sure.
of everybody feeling like they have a place at the table and like this. Even if you're far away, it feels a little bit like what you're used to from home growing up, whatever. And it's that nostalgic feeling.
Yeah.
They're very big on all that stuff. So that got drilled into me for 7.5 years, and then it's
That's
just
good.
it's the same. But for me, I think home is different for everybody. And so I love to pull from other cultures that I'm not familiar with or that I'm not used to. So I'm always researching new things. And so I've got some new things that I'm working on now that are like not necessarily familiar to here, but for some people would be.
Yeah.
For instance, there was a local business where the owners are Brazilian. So I'm working on some Brazilian desserts specifically for
really?
them. Yeah, some wholesale Brazilian desserts that are they're not home for me, but it's home for them.
Sure.
And so we did a tasting and they loved it. So I'm very excited to work with them. And there's some other things on the horizon where I get to play around with what feels like home for those people. And so it's been really, really fun.
So you're wholesaling baked goods to local restaurants as well and cafes and
Some
so
smaller
forth.
places.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, it is exciting to see how you have gotten to this point and what is on the horizon for you for sure. I like to end these little visits with it's a little questionnaire
Sure.
that the late great James Lipton would use on Inside the Actors Studio.
Love him.
And so I'm
Yeah.
going to ask you some questions. And the first is, Victor Hernandez, what is your favorite word?
My favorite word? I'm not sure if I have a favorite word. Let me think. We've got time.
Well, do you have a least favorite word?
I have a least favorite word. Probably no. No
Yeah,
is my
I've heard
least
that
favorite
before.
word.
Yeah.
No is my least favorite word. But my
Yeah.
favorite word. I don't know if I have a favorite word. I make something up. Oh, actually, my favorite word probably is yum, because nothing makes me happier than when people eat my food and love
Oh,
it.
yeah, right. And go, oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
so
so
good.
good.
It may not even be a word.
Yeah,
it might just be a
more of
sound.
Yeah, a sound. But when people eat my food and love it, that's
Yeah.
my favorite.
I love that.
Yeah.
What turns you on creatively or spiritually or
Mm-hmm.
emotionally?
So creatively, because I do spend so much time researching, anytime I see somebody doing something new that I haven't heard of, I'm excited to try it.
Yeah.
So it's really, really fun learning new things. I'm always learning something. So I guess learning
Yeah.
is
yeah.
what that is.
What conversely turns you off creatively or spiritually or emotionally?
Creatively, probably would be the opposite. If anybody, like when I was working for other people, sometimes I loved those jobs, but not being able to create what I wanted to create, or being put in a box and saying you can only create within these parameters, is what made those jobs kind of hard for me.
Right.
And so I like to be able to be free to do things that I want to do. And so owning my own place really
Yeah, they're right.
is the best thing about it.
This
is I can do what
this
I want.
whole entrepreneurship thing was cut out for you.
Yeah.
What is your favorite sound?
My favorite sound
Mm-hmm.
is, and it's going to sound so corny when I say this, but it's real. My favorite sound is my my kids laughing. Has always been my favorite sound since my first one was born.
Mm-hmm.
I love the sound of his laugh, but this other two as well. Just they keep adding. They all laugh together.
Oh,
It's
that
the
first
best.
giggle when that
Yeah.
baby first,
It's the
you
greatest.
get them to
Yeah.
giggle and cackle and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, your least favorite sound?
My least favorite sound would probably be again another weird one, white noise.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my wife likes to turn on white noise to help the baby sleep, but
Right.
I'm not able to ignore it. So I hear it jumbled with all the other noises, and it makes
Oh.
me furious.
That really
I'm
grates
like,
you.
yeah, I'm like,
Really?
turn it off. Yeah,
That's interesting. But I could fully understand
yeah.
that. What job would you like to have tried?
Oh, if I could have tried anything,
Yeah.
I would have liked to try. I think I would have liked to try music.
Really?
Yeah, if I had.
Are you a musician? Do
I
you play?
sing. I don't play anything.
Do you?
Yeah, but I think if I had the discipline to learn an instrument, I would have liked to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what job do you know? I don't want to do that. No, thanks. Pass on that.
Oh, where I would never, a job I would never do, probably plumber, working with
Yeah.
sewage and stuff. No, I'm not into that.
Yeah, we're grateful for the
Yeah,
ones
thanks for the
and we
plumbers.
pay them well.
Yeah, they deserve it. They've earned it.
As a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. One last question.
Mm-hmm.
When you arrive at the pearly gates, what do you want to hear the Lord say to you,
Oh,
Victor?
I love him so much, and I would just love for him to say, you made it. Congrats, you're here. You get to stay. That'd be great. I don't think I have anything super profound. I think I don't know if there's anything he'd say that I wouldn't be crying through anyway.
Yeah.
So who knows? As long as I get to be there, I'm cool.
Yeah. Amen. Well, your baked goods are heavenly.
Thank you so much. I'm
How do
glad
you like
them.
that for a segue? Fox and Co. Bakery. My little bite I've taken out of this, and I'm gonna make me a big cup of coffee to finish this with. But Victor Hernandez, you're a delight.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so much for coming to be on the show.
Thanks
and
for having me.
for being our sponsor this month.
Yeah.
Just excited to see where things go for you and for Fox and Co.
Thank you so much.
And so folks can find it how? Again, the best way to
So on our website, foxandcobakery.com, but we also at Fox and Co Bakery on Instagram, on TikTok, or on Facebook.
All right. Well, that's wonderful. So very good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Victor. Stay with us. Coming up, we're going to hear about a wonderful event happening in Salado that the Salado Arts District is putting on. It will help you buy art for your home. More of the Ann Harder Show is ahead.
At Mapiful, we believe in celebrating your journey. Our unique personalized products are designed to boost your confidence. From custom home decor to meaningful gifts, we help you cherish the memories that make you who you are. Visit mapiful.com and start celebrating your story today.
Natural Cycles identifies your fertile window by analyzing changes in your temperature. Just measure in the morning, add your temperature into the app, then learn which days you can and cannot get pregnant. It's that easy. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at auraorganic.com.
The day before I fell, I thought I knew too well that leaves and trees were the color of green and the sky was shades of blue. The day before I fell, the sun and moon as well gently were drifting their trail through the heavens, making the tides subdue. But after I fell, our little bowl held colors I had never seen. The ocean waves crashed down and shouted out your name. The planets all aligned to point me right to you. The day that I fell in love with you. The day before we kissed, I thought I had a list full of the things that would fill up my heart and what life was all about. The day before your touch, I thought it wasn't much. So simple together, one hand in another, I had it all figured out. But after the kiss, in your arms became the place I longed to be. Each new day revealed another joy for me. Quiet conversations walking next to you. After I fell in love with you. Oh, after I fell, I think I might have really almost lost my mind. Who is this girl reflected standing by your side? Twirling, laughing foolishly because of you. After I fell in love with you. The day before, without a doubt, I thought I knew what life was about.
If you're into craft beverages and good books, be sure to check out Sloan's Bar for their library hours and book swap happening today, September 16th, to cozy up with a hot tea and a good book and bust open your current read at one of the best bars in town. Historic Waco is hosting a lecture on life in East Waco today at Lee Lockwood Library from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Join Historic Waco for a night of remembering and reminiscing as we listen to longtime residents of East Waco reflect on their families' stories. Tickets are free for members and $5 for non-members to attend. Finally, Art on Elm is happening this week. Art on Elm is an exhibition and event featuring local artists, musicians, food and craft vendors, and so much more. So join Cultural Arts Waco on September 20th for Art on Elm. I'm Elizabeth Riley with your Act Locally Waco news, and I will see you next time.
A journey into new thoughts, new cultures, new adventures. So what are you waiting for? Start your journey with Babbel now. Go to babbel.com or download the app.
At Tusain's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Visit Tusains.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
Send money abroad in just a few steps with Remitly. Sign up with your email, enter an amount, choose how your loved ones receive the money, enter your recipient's information, select a payment method, hit send, and relax. Download the Remitly app today.
So all you have to do is tap your Popple to the back of someone's phone, like that, and they instantly get your social media and contact info right on the screen. You don't need an app or a Popple to receive your info. So get your Popple today and start impressing everyone you meet. Make it pop.
A house is a property, but we live in homes. Home sweet home. Homes where the heart is. We aim to deliver the best home buying and selling experience so you can spend less time real estating and more time living.
It's the Restore Clarity Focus Patch, my little secret weapon for staying sharp, focused, and on task. Each box comes with simple instructions inside, so you always know exactly how to apply it. Each patch lasts for 3 days. I love that I can wear it all day.
Samsonite is the world leader in durable, high-quality luggage and travel accessories. Travel with Samsonite and pack confidence every step of the way. Shop now at shop.samsonite.com. Samsonite.
Tasmanian spring water range from Sand and Sky. This range is really good for dry and dehydrated skin like myself, packed with 2 types of hyaluronic acid, fermented sea kelp to reduce redness, and my skin feels so dewy and so hydrated.
And welcome back to the show. There is something wonderful coming up in Salado that I want to tell you about, and it's the Salado Arts District event, Gracious Living. In fact, it's a whole weekend of gracious living. And who better to talk about it than my friend Kay Griffith of Kay Griffith Fine Art. We got to spend some time in a beautiful home in Salado, and you explained to me about your abstract expressionist art. And but I knew this was coming up, this event, and this is something for the Arts District in Salado to kind of give back to the community, really, right?
Yes. The Cultural Arts District Board is producing a series of seminars having to do with arts and gracious living. The first one is September 27th and 28th. It's at the museum. For those of you who don't know, it's the Salado Museum on Main Street. It's very easy to locate.
Oh, yeah. It's a must-see anyway if you haven't been to Salado recently.
Absolutely. And it's
you need to check out the museum for sure.
And it's directly across from the Stagecoach Inn, which most people are very familiar with.
Oh, yeah. It's very, very easy. Very
Yes,
easy to
absolutely.
find it. So you're going to be doing a specific seminar yourself, though.
Yes. I have been involved with gallery in Salado for about a quarter of a century. I had my own gallery from 2003 till last year to 2024.
Mm-hmm.
So I spent a lot of time visiting with people about how to go about selecting art for their home. I was asked about doing a seminar, and I am going to do this one on how to go about selecting art for your home. Art that you will be happy with, that you will enjoy looking at, and how it makes you feel, and it's art to be lived with.
Well, it's an investment. I mean, it should be. It should be considered something something that's going to be meaningful, something that you're going to live with a long time, something that the kids will fight over when you're gone. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. So yeah, there's a lot to understand, I guess, about how to choose art. What's the biggest mistake people make?
They don't know what they want. They buy the furniture first, and they paint the walls, and then they decide to go get a painting to go with the sofa, and that makes it a whole lot more difficult. I always recommend that people buy art that they enjoy looking at. So first and foremost, if I have someone in front of me, I ask them, how do you want the room to feel when you walk in it? How do you want emotionally to feel? Because art, well, let me back up a minute. My bias is that you can't buy a home. You can buy a house. You create the sense of home. Most important to that are the people. Secondly is the art, because it helps create the ambiance that you want, that's specific to you. So if you want the room to feel peaceful, or if you want the room to feel exciting, whatever it is that you want, the art helps create that. So I recommend that people decide first how they want each room in their home to feel, and then I will help them find art that helps transport them to that emotional feeling. It also, I mean, there's a whole list of things in terms of technically the sizes and the subjects, and whether or not you want originals or prints, the framing.
Well, what your budget is, I guess.
Yes.
Obviously.
What your budget is. There's a lot of different things. And so in my seminar specifically, I plan to give kind of an overview of all the different issues that need to be addressed when you are looking for art for your home, and then how to go about doing that. Starting with, what's a home to you? But it's going to be an overview, a real quick overview, because it's only a 2-hour seminar.
Right.
And then I'll be available afterward to answer questions if people have questions. In the evening, on Saturday evening, there's going to be an art reception, because in the main part of the museum will be art that has been produced by board members from the Cultural Arts District Board. All of that art will be for sale.
Good.
We will be there to answer questions, but half of the money will be split between, it'll be 20% that's going to be donated to the museum, 20% to the Cultural Arts District, and 10% to PALS, which is the Public Arts League of Salado, who is helping sponsor the event. The other half will go to the artist.
That's great. I mean, and how many do you have on your board that are artists?
3.
Well, this is going to be a wonderful event. And it's 2 days or 1 day? What?
Saturday, I present from 10 to 12.
Okay.
And then Jill Shipman is going to do a workshop on color from 1 to 3:30. Yeah, 1:30 to 3:30. And then the reception, the art reception, is going to be from 6 to 9. Then on Sunday, Cheryl Russell is going, used to own a marketing firm, by the way, and also a bed and breakfast in Salado. But anyway, she is going to be doing a workshop on Sunday afternoon from 2 to 4, having to do with accessorizing using flowers.
Oh.
Which will be very interesting. That also creates to the overall ambiance of your home. And during that time on Sunday afternoon, Helen Alexander, who is not on the board, but she is a member of PALS and teaches a lot of classes for children, is going to do a fun exercise, fun play in the paint kind of afternoon for the kids on Sunday afternoon.
Oh, good. So all ages are invited.
Yes. And the kids will be able to play in the paint, produce something that they want to take home, but it introduces them to color and to having fun painting into the world of art. That it's a very integral part of our lives.
Yeah, color is really important in this whole process. Deciding, what colors are you drawn to? What colors make you feel a certain way? Like you said, do you want a room to feel exciting? Do you want it to feel peaceful? All that kind of revolves around your color choice.
The other thing is that the rules of color are the same whether or not you're decorating a room or doing a painting or putting together an outfit, or doing marketing for something. The rules of color are the same. So understanding basic concepts about color is very helpful across your whole life in all aspects of it.
Yeah, I mean, you hear about color analysis they do for ladies to determine what best looks good on them, what colors should they lean toward. But don't you think people kind of just intuitively do that?
Yes.
Or not?
No, I do. And I think that a lot of people who teach color will use marketing terms. They will come up with just terms to be used and call it one thing or another, without truly understanding the concept of color. The hue, value, and intensity. Hue is where it falls around the color wheel. Value is how light or how dark it is. So, for instance, pink and red are the same hue. It's just a different value of that hue. And then intensity is how bright or how dull it is.
Yeah, there's a lot to know about that.
Yes.
And again, when it comes to art, for people who everything from just want to have a nice painting for a wall that needs something, or if they maybe want to become a series collector, anyone is welcome.
Yes, everyone is welcome. And in terms of decorating your home or putting your home together, aside from knowing if you want prints or if you want originals, it's also what do you like to look at?
Yeah.
If you buy a photorealism, I'm going to go through in my area the differences between photorealism and impressionism and abstract impressionism and abstract expressionism.
Yeah, which is what you do.
Yes, well, I do some of the others also.
I know you do the others too, but this is kind of what we did an episode of the Ann Harder Show in Salado with you about that particular genre.
What I want to do is kind of outline these different components so that people can take notes and kind of walk them through the selection process. How do you go about deciding what you want in that room?
Yeah.
What do you enjoy looking at? What do you want in there?
Yeah. Well, it's fascinating, and it's a wonderful gift, really, to the community that the Salado Arts District is doing.
Well, not just the community, Ann. I'm sitting here in Waco, which is a little few miles down the road, up the road from Salado.
Right.
But it's all in this region.
Sure, it's the whole greater area.
And so all human beings decorate their walls with something. So this is actually would be for anyone who wants their home to be theirs. So it would be open to anybody from anywhere. You're welcome to come. We welcome you to be there. There is a charge. I told you how it's going to be split out. There's three of the seminars that are $50 for the 2 hours. I assure you it'd be well worth your time. Very much worth your time. And then the children's is $25.
Good.
And basically that'll cover her supplies and that sort of thing.
Right, and they're going to have something to take home with them as well.
Right, and I'm going to have a I'll make sure we have coffee and tea and whatever for the people.
Oh, good. Well, so this is all happening September 27th and the 28th.
No, 26th and 27th.
26th.
Saturday the 26th. I believe Saturday's the 26th. No, 27th.
I think it is the 27th.
Yeah,
Saturday.
I apologize. You're right.
But I knew that you had told me earlier you kind of changed. You were going to include a Friday, I think.
Right. Mine originally was on the 26th on Friday.
Right. I knew
it has been changed. I do apologize.
That's okay. No. That's fine.
I appreciate the
correction.
correction.
That's fine. So the 27th, Saturday and Sunday. And we've had on there the website for you to go to, or the page to go to secure your reservations if you'd like to do that.
But nobody's going to be turned away at the door.
Okay.
If you come,
you'll be able to pay at the door.
Right.
Right. Yeah. All right.
I don't
good.
plan on turning anyone away. You're all welcome.
It's all valuable
it's gonna
information for
it's
everyone.
going to be fun. And I'll tell you, one of the things that used to happen to me when I was in the gallery, people would come to Salado from anywhere in the state, because they thought they were going to purchase a piece of art for their living room.
Mm-hmm.
And they would get there, and I would ask if I could help. And it was not unusual for them to say, we don't know what we want. Or they would know that they wanted maybe a landscape, but they had neglected to measure the total amount of space available.
Oh, that they had.
Yes.
Oh, well, my couch is about this
Yeah,
big.
and they wouldn't know. They wouldn't know how wide the wall was, or how. So I would take out a tape measure and get an estimate, a rough estimate.
Wow.
Or they would want something above their fireplace, but they would not know how wide the mantel was.
Yeah.
So I will go through steps of preparation before you go to purchase art.
Good
It'll
idea.
save you a lot of time.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
If you have any inclination to collect art or to have a beautiful painting above your sofa, this is for you.
Mm-hmm.
I can assure you, you will go away with information that will be very helpful, not only for now, but for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Okay, before we go, you've got a big show coming up in Dubai of your art. Tell me
Yes.
about that.
There's a group in Dubai that has invited 20 international artists from around the world to come and participate in a few days to meet high-end collectors for us to sell art, but they want us to be able to visit with the collectors, answer questions about our art and about ourselves. And it's coming up in October very quickly. I'm very honored to be one of the artists who was invited to do this. And I currently have a show going in Colombia, Marta, Colombia, at a museum.
Mm-hmm.
So for those of you who don't know, I'll kind of put in a plug, go to kgriffithart.com and you can learn a lot more about my career. I am a native Texan, grew up outside of Abilene. My roots are here.
You've been in Salado a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
My roots are definitely Texan, definitely in this area in Central Texas. Plan to be here, have family, etc. So, but I do show internationally, and there's a gallery, C. Parker Gallery in Greenwich, Connecticut represents me in Greenwich, in New York City, and they are opening a gallery in Ocean Reef Resort on Key Largo. So I do show other places. I've learned about art. There's many people who have very high credentials who've been willing to share their knowledge with me along the way.
Yeah.
So I'm very appreciative of that. And what I've always consistently been asked is all that they asked was that I share it and pass it forward. And I am very pleased to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, very quickly, for the record, Texas has a huge number of fantastic artists. And I really think that we need to start promoting our state as the place to buy fine art. That you don't have to go to Santa Fe, or you don't have to go to New York City. You don't have to go to London or Miami. You don't have to go anywhere else because we have wonderful art right here in Texas.
Yeah.
And Salado has...
It's quite the enclave of artists.
Yes. We have many fine artists in Salado. So I invite all of you to come. Be happy to visit with you anytime.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is coming up again, September 27th, 28th at the Salado Museum.
Yes, ma'am.
And so you will need a ticket, but you can go online and get that. And yeah, it's going to be great. I know you've got such valuable insight to share with people who are interested in beautifying their home with some wonderful art.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Kay Griffith. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Always a joy. Stay with us. There's more of the show ahead.
With a focus on performance, design, and customer service, we're here to help you work smarter, not harder. Join us on our journey to simplify your world. Visit acasis.com today. That's ACASIS.com today.
And pace. Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress, that helps you calm down and feel better. You sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
Our professionals are not only experts in managing urgent concerns, but also in providing top-notch preventative health care. We're proud to connect pet owners to a vast network of licensed veterinary professionals, ready to address any immediate concerns. Book your first appointment today.
VivoSun's mission is to empower growers with stylish and effective products, making indoor growing accessible and enjoyable for everyone. Visit vivosun.com today and get started making growing plants and vegetables easy and automatic.
I almost got to your house, thought about knocking the door, but those old feelings came rushing back in like Pandora's box flying open. There's just some places don't go back when that part of you is through. Don't keep hanging round old memories, sister, keep on walking. Thought I could look through old pictures and visit our old hearts too. Guess I've got more healing to do, 'cause the hurt was deep to the core. There's just some places don't go back when that part of you is through. Don't keep hanging round old memories, sister, keep on walking. To new life, new love, maybe this time happy endings. I almost dialed your old number. What if you picked up the phone? Would we know what to say? Yeah, the time got away, but for now I'm shutting the door. There's just some places don't go back when that part of you is through. Don't keep hanging round old memories, sister, keep on walking. Yeah, there's just some places don't go back when that part of you is through. Don't keep hanging round old memories, sister, keep on walking. Yeah, keep on walking, keep on living, keep on dreaming, keep on loving. Keep your heart open.